I am attempting to try to stream on two platforms here. All right, so where are my cards? I am going to be doing some readings via donation. So any donation will get you a reading. I have it's what 2:45 in the morning on the East Coast over here, and I'm up. I cannot go to sleep, so I just got finished making a couple videos, and I said I might as well just reach out. So you can, if you're on YouTube, you can actually donate. You can go to my About page and do a donation via PayPal. If you're on Instagram, you can do PayPal, euniquedivination@gmail.com, or you can do my Cash Me app. And let me see. Cash Me app. Let me do a comment. Cash Me. What is it? / Urban Mystik. That doesn't look right for some reason, but whatever. Here we go. I absolutely cannot sleep, y'all. All right, so readings via donation, Until then, I'm just going to be pulling some cards for the energy of the room. Hey to everybody that's joined. It's Unique Divination. I don't know if you ever caught any of my live readings. I haven't been live in a while. I've been setting up my YouTube channel and doing a whole bunch of other crazy mess, but decided to go live at 2:47 in the morning on the East Coast. And if you would like a reading, go ahead and give me a donation via PayPal or via my Cash Me app, and that'll go ahead and get you a reading, minimum 3-card pull, right? So until I get a donation, I'm just gonna go off the energy of the room. Okay, how you guys making out, and where y'all from? We from the US, East Coast, West Coast? What we got going on here? And I usually have some music playing, but I've got YouTube up also, and they are really strict with copyright stuff, so unfortunately I don't have any music playing. Okay, so yeah, I figured you guys are like, what? I think you guys are like 5 hours ahead of me, so it's like what? Almost 3 in the morning, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 10. What is it, like 9, 10 o'clock over there in California on the West Coast? And so again, I'm doing readings via donation. Any donation will get you a reading. Oh, okay. I'm mad off. Any donation will get you a reading. You can donate to my PayPal, Unique Divination, or you can do my Cash Me app, which is Urban Mystik. And I've got a card that fell, so I think that card wants me to read it. Let's see what's going on here. So, Knight of Wands, right? My nose. This card represents some creative energy. And if you see here, and I've got to remember to hold it to both sides. I'm on YouTube too. So I've got Scorpio and Sagittarius on this card. So that's some crazy energy. This card deals with goal-directed activity, basically moving forward in whatever it is that you're trying to do without nothing getting your way. If, as you can see, the knight, he's kind of moving like head on into the shit. Like he's moving like straight into it. And so this may be for the energy, whoever's watching or may be watching, you know, there may be some obstacles that's coming up and you just feel like you can't really push through them, but you're going to have to keep pushing. And Scorpio and Sagittarius basically deals with like transforming, just transformation, renewal, decay, shedding stuff that's holding you back. So we've got a lot of crazy energy this year. 2018, if we look at it from a numerology perspective, it deals with the number 11. The number 11 in numerology is a master number, right? And so when you think of a master number, especially number 11, which could either be 11 or 2, it deals with duality. As above, so below, the inner reflecting the outer. So when we deal with Scorpio and Sagittarius, which is on this card, and the Knight of Wands, which deals with motion and just pushing forward, it deals with this kind of energy that just is allowing us, hey, hun, allowing us to just keep moving forward no matter what. And you're going to have to kind of shed some things. You're going to definitely have to shed some things to move forward in your life. Maybe there's some habits that you're doing that are not productive to what it is that you're trying to do. Hey, Mystik, right? So you have to shed these old habits, and it's kind of hard to do, especially when you've been doing these habits for a very long time. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I love to do this. I love it. I wish it was my full-time job, but it's not. But I'm getting there. Hopefully, I'll be able to quit my corporate job and just fully do this. But let's get back to what we need to do in order to move forward and to push through the goals that we have going on. Because I know y'all got some goals going on. 2018 is the year that we definitely have to do things. Hey, YouTube. I'm actually on Instagram and I'm on YouTube too. So I'm not forgetting about y'all, okay? So some old habits that we have to let go. And personally, I'm going to tell y'all about some of my habits that I had to let go, right? And y'all over in Cali, so this ain't nothing to y'all, right? But I love smoking weed. Love smoking. The older I got, the more I realized that smoking marijuana was it was kind of holding me down. It was making me feel groggy. Hey, love. Hey, hubby. It was kind of, it didn't it didn't have the same thing that it did for me when I was younger. You know, when I smoked when I was younger, I could smoke a blunt and I could fucking write papers, I could do all my homework, I could do all types of shit, multitask, right? But the older I got, when I smoked, it just put me in a very place. Like I was just fucking dragging and I wasn't motivated, fucking dark circles under my eyes, looking crazy. So I had to let it go. I had to let the weed go, at least for right now. You know what I mean? And I love smoking. I think I've been smoking for like over 20 years. But I had to say, in order for me to be motivated and to do what I need to do and to focus the way I need to focus, I have to let this go, right? Pretty much, you hit the nail right on the money. I was in a sunken place. So everybody says that marijuana is good for you, and at times it can be. But if you don't know how to use it in moderation, which I did not, I was smoking every fucking day. If you don't do it in moderation, it'll fuck you over. Hey, love. Hey, snack god. What's up? So if you are somebody who loves the fucking chief and smoke, but every time you smoke, you feel stuck, you may want to take a little break, at least for like 3 months, just to get your head out of the clouds so you can kind of focus and regroup and just remember what it feels like to kind of be sober, you know? Everybody loves getting high. It's like, you know, it's cool to, it's not cool to be sober anymore, you know? And it's like, wait a minute, this is not good for me. So back to the card, Knight of Wands, right? Transformation, renewal, decay, shedding habits and things that are holding you back. Any vices that you have that may be holding you back, you have to let them go, okay? All right, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And then once you, I lost my card. Once you let it go, just like this card, like how he's just moving forward, pushing forward, right? Okay, that's what's up. Just don't let shopping hold you back. Don't let that money that you're spending, you could be putting on something else, like a business or something. Okay, but yeah, so Knight of Wands, we're moving forward in this year in 2018 with what we need to do, right? Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. And I'm over here on YouTube also. Oh, by the way, I'm actually doing live readings via donation. So right now, I'm just reading the energy of the room. But if you want a live reading on air, feel free to donate to my PayPal, euniquedivination@gmail.com. If you're on YouTube, you can actually go to my About page and click on the P signal. If you don't want to use PayPal, you can do Cash Me at Urban Mystik, right? And that's just an option because I'm just going to read the energy of the room. But if you want it personally directed towards you, then go ahead and donate and I can pull some cards for you. You funny you say this, you talking to me and I said you talking to me and take the screen right and then your car fell. Hey, it might have been for you, my love. That's how these things work out. I mean, I freaking just went live at 2:45 in the morning just to do it because I can't sleep. But everything happens for a reason. But this next card that I have in my hand right here, the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Lord of material success. So a lot of us have been grinding, including myself. I've been grinding not only personally for my business, but also in the matrix world, I call it, at my corporate job. I'm on my 3rd degree. I'm in graduate school, going for my master's. So I've got a lot of stuff going on. So contrary to what people may think about us tarot readers and spiritual practitioners, me personally, I have a lot going on, okay? But things are going to start to come into fruition. And this is what the Six of Pentacles is for. It's called Lord of Material Success, right? And I love this card. I love this deck. It's black and white. But if you take a look at it, it speaks in volumes. So if we see, we've got flowers on here. Some of the flowers are budding. And some of them haven't budded already. Okay? So whatever you're doing, continue to grind. Continue to push forward. Release some of them old habits and you will go forward and you will push through and you're going to start to see things bud more. You're going to start to see what you're doing is going to start coming into fruition, right? Definitely going to start coming into fruition. So you probably feeling like right now, like, I feel like I'm just doing this for no reason. I feel like that sometimes. I really feel like going to school for my graduate's degree, like, what the fuck am I doing this for? I feel like that, but the 2 degrees that I have now have blessed me with the job that I have now. And I'm not going to tell you my personal job, but I get paid really good for what I do. And if I didn't go to school and get those 2 degrees, I would not be in the position I would be, right? So you're feeling right now that what you're doing, is it worth it? And I'm telling you it's worth it, 100%. If none of you have ever seen my live readings before, I need you to go back to my page, go back as far as you can, look at my reviews. I do this all the time. A lot of people that watch my live readings, they come back and they get a reading from me. So I'm telling you, to anybody that's listening, if you shed some of them old habits, if you shed things that are holding you back and you continue to grind, you're going to start to see. And you may already very well see some success, but I'm telling you, there's more to come. You see these buds? There's way more to come than what you're even realizing. But you can't give up and you got to keep pushing forward. You know what I mean? Queen of Swords. Look at this card right here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Queen of Swords. I got to hold it over here for YouTube. This card, Queen of the Thrones of the Air. She came to slay, right? She came to slay. You see, she's got a fucking head in her hand. She's about her business. Swords deals with business and communication, okay? Know what you want. Know what you want and go for it. And don't be afraid to go for what you want. Don't be afraid to speak up for what you want in your personal life and in business, right? In my corporate job, I had a little situation with, he's not my boss, but he thinks he's a boss. And he was kind of like bullying everybody in my team. And Nobody wanted to speak up to this man. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. You're not going to boss me, right? You're not going to treat me like that. And I went to HR on his ass. And I put his ass in check. And he respects me and he respects everybody that I work with now because I stood up. I cut his head off. And I let him know that you're not going to treat me like this. I use my communication skills. We have to learn how to communicate. If you don't open your mouth, you're going to get what you get. When you open your mouth, you're going to get what you get, right? So make sure in your personal life and in business that you communicate effectively what it is that you want. You have to communicate effectively, right? This card has Virgo and Libra on here, and I definitely know there's a Libra watching. If he's still watching. I love you, Libra. This is my husband, y'all. Virgo deals with harvesting, and this goes back to what I said about communicating effectively to get what you want. That's how you harvest things. That's how you bring things to you, right? Libra deals with balance, weigh and measure, right? Putting out and getting back. Are you getting back what you're putting out? And this is for people, places, and things. If you're putting out more energy into a person or a place or a situation and you're not getting that reciprocity, then you need to do something about it. You need to speak up or you need to cut the head off and keep it moving, right? But definitely be about your business. In 2018, like I said, the numerology, number 11, this year is about doing things. It's about doing big things. It's about making changes. We go back to the Knight of Wands, right? Shedding some old habits that are just not serving us any purpose and it's like a dead weight to us, right? And we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to bud. And we got to slay. We got to cut some heads off along the way. Stop feeling bad and stop allowing people to make you feel bad for what you want. Everybody deserves what they want. It's called the pursuit of happiness, right? That is in our Constitution. That is an American way to be able to pursue happiness. And the way that you can do that is by communicating effectively and going for what it is that you want to go for, right? No questions asked. Don't feel bad about it. Do what you need to do for you. And don't worry about nobody else, right? Next card I have, and I've got another Virgo, which is just confirming about harvesting. That you're going to harvest what it is that you've been putting your hard work in for. This year is your harvesting year, right? And so if I really want to put a time frame on things, Pentacles deals with the winter time. So some of us, it's a slow burn. Don't worry about you seeing other people and they glow up. Stop comparing yourselves to other people, right? Worry about what you're doing. And I guarantee you by the end of the year into the winter time, you're going to get yours. You see all the flowers have budded. The Ten of Pentacles is extreme. Health, wealth, success, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, that job that you want, if you're going to school, if this is your last year and you get your degree, finish up and finish up hard, right? But it deals with harvesting. This is harvest season. 2018 is harvest. And I'm claiming that. Not only are these cards for you all, but this is speaking to me too. Because I have fears. Just because I'm out here doing this doesn't mean that I'm not scared. I'm working through my fear, right? I'm working through worrying about if somebody's going to judge me, right? So I'm trying to harvest, right? I'm trying to harvest what I got. And just as a reminder, if you guys want a personal or cards specifically directed to you, I'm taking donations via PayPal, euniquedivination@gmail.com. Or if you have the Cash Me app, do Cash Me /Urban Mystik, and I can go ahead and do a reading for you. Minimum 3-card pull. I'm in Ra. That's right, sis. Ashe. So, the next card that we have is the Hierophant, right? Let me show you over here. The Hierophant. This is Magus of the Eternal Gods. And this card deals with our spiritual lessons, right? Our spiritual school. the energy I get is that most of you that are tuned in are on your spiritual journey, and you may have just started in what I consider a spiritual journey is just learning yourself. The more you learn yourself, that's your spiritual journey. Learning yourself, shedding your lower nature, and rising to your higher self, right? The best you that you can become. But you can't do this without learning some spiritual lessons. So a lot of you may be repeating things over and over and wondering why the same things keep happening, because you're not paying attention to the lessons that are behind it. On this card, we've got the pillars. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hermeticism or the Kabbalah, the Tree of Life, but these are the two pillars, right? And so the Hierophant is in the middle, and that represents balance. That represents balance, right? We've got an elephant here, represents wisdom, right? I believe this is the earth element and the air element, and that's just being grounded. Your higher self, your lower self. We've got two pillars. This also kind of represents duality. As above, so below. The inner reflects the outer, okay? When your mind is right, everything else in the physical realm becomes right as well. I always like to tell people to think about your mental state of mind. However, whatever your mind is doing, it reflects in your physical realm. So if you just take a look around you right now and see what you have going on, that's kind of what your mind is doing. So if everything around you is a hot ass mess, that's because your mind is a hot ass mess. If you see peace, that's because your mind is at peace, right? So the inner definitely reflects the outer, okay? And let's start that spiritual journey. Let's start learning ourselves more. Let's start paying attention more to the lessons that are taking place. And right now, Saturn, well, we're out of Capricorn now because it's into Aquarius. No, wait. Saturn also governs Aquarius. And Saturn is going to keep throwing obstacles and challenges at you until you realize what it is that you need to change. So if you're one of those people that, like I said again, is just continuing to repeat the same mistakes over and over, or just keep running into the same fucked up type relationships, it's because you're not getting the lesson. So you got to pay attention. You definitely got to pay attention. I've got the Blasted Tower reversed here. The Blasted Tower reversed. And what this is telling me is that somebody's fighting change. Somebody's fighting transformation. You can't fight it. Upright, the Blasted Tower usually represents a catastrophic event that's taken place that is going to change you for the better. That's going to put you in a whole different place. Maybe a loved one died. Maybe you lost your home. But reversed, it means that you're fighting this change. You're trying to limit and restrict because you're afraid. You're afraid of the unknown. And sometimes we're scared to do better. Let's just be honest. Sometimes we're scared because we're scared of our own power. You know, what if I get all this power? What if I get all this recognition? What am I going to be able to do with it? Can I handle it? And so we become fear and we cripple ourselves. Sometimes it's not our haters that are holding us back. Sometimes it's us that's holding us back. All right. Well, we know what we got to do. So in speaking for myself, because I can only speak for myself, I hold myself back. I've wanted to do my YouTube channel for so long. I was so scared of judgment. What are people going to think? I'm so quirky. I'm such a nerd. I'm so uptight. I'm a Capricorn. I'm so fucking uptight. I have a weird, quirky, satirical kind of sense of humor. Sometimes I feel like people don't get me unless they really know me. And I was afraid. I was afraid to put myself out there to you guys, you know, to give you guys my gift and to show you guys and just to speak on things in my life, you know, but stop being afraid. And I have a Taurus moon. I have a Taurus, so I'm a Sun Capricorn with a Taurus moon and a Cancer rising. So I'm in a really quirky place. I'm a homebody. I don't like to go anywhere. I could fucking stay in my room if you let me and just order everything online, food, every fucking thing, and I would not leave out my room. Okay, but I realize that I have to come out my shell and I can't be like that. And I actually enjoy this. This is actually therapeutic for me. So me, you know, giving this gift and showing y'all my gift is actually helping me heal and connect with people, right? So don't ever be afraid, because guess what? The fear doesn't go away. That's what we tend to not realize. My fear isn't going away. I'm working through my fear, right? I'm working through my fear. So stop fighting change. Stop limiting yourself. Stop restricting yourself. And if any of you out there, who was it that said they wanted to stop smoking weed? Tutorial. You know, do what you got to do. What's holding you back from your business? You know what I mean? So let's work through the fear and let's keep it moving, because that fear is not going to go anywhere. You just have to kind of transmutate that energy to push yourself, right? And again, this is talking from personal experience, because I was fucking terrified to do this shit. Three of Swords reversed. Hold it over here for YouTube. Three of Swords reversed. This deals with maybe, you know, you just got over a loss of a relationship. Maybe somebody close to you, not even, it doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. Maybe you lost a really good friend. Maybe due to some type of disagreement. Maybe they passed away. But nonetheless, you have to look at the situation, why it happened, right? And what was the reasoning for the fallout. If the person died, you can't be like, you know, mourning. You can mourn, but just remember that person in life and what they brought to people, right? What they brought to people, what they brought to you. And so let's kind of remember that. Let's see here. I'm going to shake these cards up a little bit more. A little bit more. So I'm glad I went live. I didn't think I was going to run into anybody. I'm always doing stuff at the last minute. That's just what I do. And after I do this, I'm actually going to edit my videos and put them out. And if you guys haven't been, go over to my YouTube channel, Urban Mystik TV. It's kind of crazy. I'm doing some crazy stuff. All right. It's a little different, but hey, I'm different. I'm unique. Three of Wands. Look at this card here. Lord of Established Strength. And this just goes back to the cards that I pulled earlier. That's a sign. That's dope as fuck. So, Three of Wands. And this just goes back to my knight. My knight. Continue to push forward. Drop dead old habits. Keep pushing. You may feel like what you're doing is to no avail, but it is, right? There's a method to your madness, even if you don't recognize the madness, but you know that you just got to keep going, right? And so, Lord of Established Strength, right? Once you shed those nasty habits and those things that are just holding you back, you're going to rebuild your strength to move on. And not only that, we've got Aries in here, Sun and Aries. And so this deals with dynamic manifestation. And so you guys may be, again, going back to the Six of Pentacles, you're starting to see a little bit of what it is that you're doing. Just a little bit of success. It's going to come in spurts here and there, right? Dynamic manifestation. It's going to come and go, but I guarantee, just like what card was that I pulled? The Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to say by the end of the year, by the winter time, if you really put in that work, You're going to start to see the success of things, and you're going to start to see the fruits of your labor, so to speak, right? So it's definitely going to be worth it. Okay? Okay, cool. Oh, wow. Okay, so you've got a lot going on, mistress. And that's all right. That's all right, because this year is challenging us, right? I believe 2018 is challenging us to be a better us, to be the best us that we can possibly be, that we know to be right now, because we're going to continue to grow, but you're going to see a whole new level of elevation this year alone. If you drop them habits, continue to grind, push forward, right? And this is including myself. This is for all of us in the room, right? King of Cups. I'm pulling a lot of... This is the third card I pulled with Libra on it. If there's a Libra out there, and I know there was a Libra on there, my hubby, he was watching. He's a Libra. Libras, if you've got a sun in Libra, moon in Libra, rising Libra, this is definitely for you. This deals with emotion. King of Cups deals with emotion. It deals with mastering your emotions, right? He's kind of walking away. If we look at the king, he's got a cup kind of like tipped over with no water in it, and the flower is not getting any water. No water's coming to this flower, yet he's got water underneath of him. And what this means and what it's telling me is that you're not expressing yourself correctly as far as to your loved ones, whether it be your significant other, your husband, your wife, your kids. You're not trying to express yourself. It's like things are bottled up and you're just like exploding on people, right? And if you're a Libra, this is really detrimental because Libras are scales. And so when you working with scales, you could go from one extreme to the other. That's kind of some bipolar shit if we really want to think about it. So Libras, you have to find that balance. If you don't find that balance, then you're going to be here and you're going to be there. You're going to be happy as hell and you're going to be fucking depressed as hell. And everybody around you is going to suffer from that. And that's not only just for Libras, it's just coming from a Libra perspective. We've also got Scorpio on here, which deals with transformation. But he's angry. Look at his face. He doesn't know how to communicate. He's not trying to learn how to communicate. He's very upset. And if he just realizes that if he just picks that cup up and just, you can put some water in that cup. And then not only that, you can put the flower in the cup and water the flower, and the flower will blossom. So we definitely have to learn how to express our emotions effectively when you're dealing with your loved ones. You've got to express to them that you love them. You've got to learn how to have an open dialogue of communication. You just can't blow up, right? And then expect people to still want to be around you or be in your life if you're a fucking emotional, fucking bipolar, fucking whatever, right? And it's hard to do, especially for men. Not all men, but most men are taught to not express themselves emotionally and not say how they feel, because it makes you less of a man to express your feelings, and it actually doesn't. And if you're involved in a relationship, your woman will respect and love you more if you start communicating with her and expressing how it is that you feel. I feel like this when you do this. This makes me feel like this when you say this. Right? Start saying how these things make you feel. Everybody's perception is their reality. And remember that. Just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean that it is that way. Remember, your perception is your reality. But when you start expressing how you feel and somebody's saying, well, no, that's what you got from that. Well, I didn't mean for you to feel that way. And you'll say, okay, well, and then we can have a dialogue about it. So let's start expressing ourselves to our loved ones, to anybody that is in your circle, so they really understand where you're coming from. Because when you don't express yourselves nobody knows what's going on. And you just come off angry and you just walking around miserable, emotions all bottled up, water everywhere, and you're not even nourishing yourself, right? And he's walking away. He's walking away mad. He's not even, he's like, fuck this shit. You see him? Basically. He's like, fuck it. I'm out. Okay? So let's just work on expression and communicating ourselves. It only makes us better. It makes us better people. Um, and it helps with speaking. You know, it just helps all the way around. So, like I said, don't forget to check out my channel, www.urbanmystik.com. Check out my channel. Let me know what you think. Please leave comments, good, bad. I don't care. Just let me know that you're there and you're watching, and I'll appreciate it. Also, if you want to see me do a certain type of video, let me know. Let me know. So I'm going to pull 2 more cards, and then I'm going to go ahead and upload my videos that I worked on tonight to YouTube. You guys, I did my makeup. I don't usually wear makeup. How'd I do? Trying to get all fancy for y'all. Oh, this is a beautiful card. The 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Once again, we've got all this emotion that we're dealing with. All these emotions, right? And this is just love. Lord of Love. This is basically dealing with relationship. And not just with people, but number 1, with yourself. Do you have a loving relationship with yourself? Because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love somebody else? If you don't love yourself, how are you going to love somebody else? And just remember that. If you've got to look yourself in the mirror every day and say, I love myself, I am a beautiful person, you need to start uplifting yourself. Stop downing yourself. Every time you have something negative to say about yourself, you're just cutting your own energy off. You're just lowering yourself and lowering your energy and your vibration and your frequency. Start uplifting yourself. I am beautiful. I'm a lovely person. Start naming all the things that you love about yourself. And the things that you don't like about yourself, reword it. I am working on such and such and such. Instead of, oh, I don't like this about me. I don't like that about me. Whatever. Let's start rewording and let's start changing the way how we talk about our own selves. Okay, so before you can love anybody, you got to love yourself. You've got to have a relationship with yourself. All right. I'm a person that spends a lot of time alone. In my corporate job, I'm alone. At home, I'm mostly alone. Everybody's at work. I'm here by myself. And this has been like this for a lot of years. And I just couldn't understand why I was always in a situation where I was kind of by myself, not a person to have a lot of friends, just always in a situation where I was by myself. And it was because I did not love myself. How could I be around other people or, be in the company of other people when I don't even enjoy my own company? Right? I had to learn how to love myself. I think I'm talking too much. I had to learn how to love myself. And without loving myself, my vibration, my energy was really low. I'm not crying. I was just in here dying. So yeah, my vibration was low. And when we think about attraction, you attract with the vibration and the energy that you put off. So if you're a very negative person, a low vibration person, you're going to realize that you're just going to have a lot of negative and low vibration people around you. Oh my God, I'm dying, y'all. Whew. Yeah, so if you're a very low vibration person, that's what you're going to attract. And I have a lot of people that I see from time to time, people that I work with, they're like, why are always bad things happening to me? Why are these people in my life, these negative people always using me? Look at your energy. Look at the energy that you're putting off. You're negative yourself, the way how you talk about yourself. You're just a negative person. So when you're that way, that's the kind of energy that you put out. That's what you're going to get back. So just remember to love yourself. Love yourself. Enjoy your own company. If you can't enjoy your own company, you're not going to be able to be around other people. Other people are not going to want to be around you. Period. So just remember that. And as far as relationships, make sure that you value the relationships that you have right now. Okay? Make sure that you value the relationships that you have. I've got Mercury and Cancer on this card. Mercury and Cancer. Cancer deals with internalization, giving birth to that what is within. So just again, once again, dealing with the King of Cups, just learning to express yourself to the one that you love. Don't be afraid to show affection and to tell the ones that you love every day that you love them and that you care about them. It's important. There's so much hate in this world. If you don't uplift the people around you, right? What's the point? You know, the world is so cruel. You know, just make sure, hey, happy birthday, you're an Aquarius. Make sure that you're expressing love. I'm going to pull you a card since it's your birthday. Let's see. I just died. You just missed my meltdown. I just choked on thin air. I don't know what the hell I choked on. So forgive my voice for going out a little bit. But I'll pull you a card, True. Let me see what I got for you on your birthday. What's the message? Wait, let me get all the cards in here. Good Lord. I don't know what the fuck I choked on. I almost died. I'm gonna edit that out on YouTube. I can't edit it out on here, but I'm gonna edit that shit out on YouTube. Me half dying and shit. All right, let's mix these up good. I'm not going to. Whew. Yeah, I love Aquarius. My daughter's an Aquarius. My favorite artist, Kid Cudi, he's an Aquarius. Matter of fact, his birthday was either yesterday or tomorrow. Let me see, I mix them up good enough. I've been running my mouth for what? 40 minutes now. Whew. Hold on. All right. All right, so the High Priestess. And this is a very cool card. This is a birthday pull for True. This deals with a couple of things, okay? So first, we need to understand that she's sitting on books. So I don't know if you've been studying lately or this is telling me that you need to study, but you need to start studying a little bit more to gain some knowledge, right? I don't know if you are a truth seeker or if you're just trying to get more into spirituality, but if I think now is the time to do it. She's sitting on some books, wisdom, knowledge, right? She's in between two pillars. She's balanced. So I don't know if you've been feeling a little off center lately. Feel like you're being pulled between people, maybe. I don't know if somebody's kind of fighting over your attention or something, but I feel like you're being pulled in between things. But that's okay. Balance. What else do I get from this? Feminine energy. And I'm not speaking about like being a woman. Well, it could be a woman. It could be maybe somebody in your life that gives you good advice. I don't know if it's a motherly figure or just a female friend that you just get good advice from. But I would continue to listen to her, right? Because she's giving you good advice. This also speaks with fertility. It could be the fertility of, like I said, you starting to study, birthing some things. I don't know if you're working on some things, if you've got your own business going on, but definitely there's a seed being planted. There's some type of fertility going on. I don't know if you're planning on having a baby, if you really want to take this literal, but it could be fertility on those two levels, either or metaphorical, like I said, mean some symbolizing that you're getting ready to, you know, birth some creative things going on, or if you're literally going to have a kid, I don't know. Also deals with feminine energy, which is receiving. I don't know if you do a lot of giving to people in your life, just constantly giving, giving, giving. And I don't know if anybody's really been giving to you. So just work on receiving. If people have been trying to give you stuff and you've been turning it down, stop. It's okay to receive. We've been taught in this society that we have to work for everything. We have to work so hard. No, it's okay to accept things that people want to give to you. It doesn't make you less macho. You know, it doesn't make you less of a person. And if they want to do it, it's because they want to give to you out of the kindness of their heart. So when you tell these people no, you kind of making them feel bad. So anybody that wants to do anything for you, let them do it. Let them do it. Try to have, it's a balance. You want to give and you want to receive. So have that reciprocity going on. Give and receive, right? The next card that I have, right? But sometimes you got to fall back and let people do that for you. Take a step back. Let me go back to this card. Take a step back, right? And let's see who's going to be there for you. And I'm not saying don't do for people, but just let's see who do the same for you. And that may be a way to kind of weed people out of your life that don't need to be there, right? Right. So just remember that. Just step back, observe, and, you know, like I said, if people want to give to you, let them. Don't turn anybody away. The Death card, okay? Which it does not mean literal death. Upright, it means that there's some transformation taking place. It's the Scorpio on this card. Definitely transformation, decay, renewal, right? All those things that we talked about with the Knight. But when it's upside down, it means that you're kind of fighting the transformation, okay? So I don't know what you're fighting. I don't know if you're afraid, but you're kind of scared to step into that new you. And again, you've got to shed some things in order to prosper and to grow and become that person that you want to become. You got to let go of your fears and realize, not even letting them go, but realize that you got to work through your fears, that the fear is not going to go anywhere, right? Everybody that does great things, their fear doesn't go away. They just know how to work through them. But you can't fight your transformation. This is your birthday. This year, I think, is going to have really great things for you, but you can't fight. You kind of got to go with the flow, right? Definitely go with the flow with things. And then the last card I'm going to pull for you is the Hermit card. And the Hermit card deals with trusting yourself and your intuition. This is a Virgo card. I don't know if you know anything about your moon sign. If you don't, you should find out and what your rising sign is. But I don't know if you've been doubting yourself lately as far as your intuition. I think you've been second guessing yourself. I think that you're beating yourself up because you're second guessing yourself. So stop beating yourself up, and just that minute that you get that first thought, go with that first thought and don't second guess it. Okay? Stop kind of second guessing things. Trusting yourself. You're not gonna lead yourself astray. I think you're very intelligent, and especially if you're Aquarius. Aquariuses think on a higher level anyway. They have a higher mind than other people. You guys are air signs, so you guys kind of think a little bit differently than other people. I love Aquariuses. My daughter's an Aquarius. Kid Cudi's an Aquarius. You guys have a kind of weird, complex kind of mind, but there's a method to your madness. So stop second guessing yourself, right? And just go with that first instinct and that first intuition. And I'm feeling kind of great, so I'm gonna pull one more card for you. And this is the Wheel of Fortune card. And this is just basically, it just goes along with this. You know, not only do you go along with your intuition, but you say you're a Muslim, then definitely rely on Allah. And if you believe in your ancestors to guide you, they're gonna put you on the path that you need to be. You just need to trust in yourself, and understand that you're getting your guidance from your higher power. So there's no reason to doubt yourself. So with the Hermit backed by the Wheel of Fortune, right? you're unstoppable. When you believe in yourself, you know that whatever you're receiving is from Allah and it's from your ancestors, and you move with that, right? And I guarantee you, if you stop second guessing yourself and stop fighting change and transformation, now things may change. It may feel like your world may crumble. There's things that are definitely going to be shaken up. But once you come out of that, you're going to be a much better person, and things are going to be completely 100% different from you, for you. Okay? So just remember that, and happy birthday. Thank you so much. So I am going to stop because I'm dying over here. Whew. I just fucking choked on nothing. But it's been real. I appreciate you guys for tuning in at this crazy time, the West Coast. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out my channel, Urban Mystik TV. Like I said, leave comments, good or bad. I don't care. I just want to know that you guys are watching my stuff and critiquing to help me get better with what I'm doing. Because I am an uptight ass Capricorn, and I'm trying to learn how to, you know, get loose a little bit. Yeah, I mean, but we've been following each other for a while. I used to pop in on your live feed sometimes, so I'm not necessarily a stranger. Right? I used to pop in on your live feeds a little bit. But yeah, also if you guys want a more personal reading, go to my website, urbanmystik.com. I've got $20 readings and up. So you guys know I'm the real deal. And I appreciate that you guys love how I do my readings. I'm kind of different. I don't follow other people because I just kind of want to do my own thing. I don't be worrying about anybody else out here. It's sorry to say other practitioners don't do that, but I'm just concerned about bettering myself and just sharing my gifts so that I can help other people find their higher selves, so to speak, right? And since I've got some smokers on here, I just wanted to point this out. This is at my shop. This is Mind Over Matter Herbal Blend. You can smoke it, you can steep it as tea, or you can put it in your bath. And you can mix it with marijuana, which I do occasionally. But it helps relax. It's very relaxing. It helps calm. It helps calm your muscles. Um, and it helps with lucid dreaming. It helps with lucid dreaming, so you can kind of remember your dreams, have very vivid dreams, and it smells so heavenly. So this is on my website too, Mind Over Matter Herbal Blend, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, edit my videos, and I will talk to you guys later, all right? Deuces. And YouTube, I didn't forget about you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And if you go back and watch this, thank you. And I will talk to you guys later as well. Okay? All right. Mwah.